yourself running around naked on the streets. But many people give up their clothes closets. The second piece is spending money. That's the amount of money that you spend on a regular basis to support your lifestyle. The next one is dignity money. If you're healthy as a woman through age 50, your life expectancy is 93. So unless you want to be behind the counter at McDonald's, you'll need some cash. And the fourth one is giving away money. Enough money that you satisfy your own sense of well-being so that then you can contribute to others. There are three markets to evaluate: the stock market, the bond market, and the real estate market. And what you're asking yourself all the time is, am I getting 12%? Where am I getting my 12%? So if you're getting your 12%, not getting your 12% in one market, you can move to another. Thinking differently requires that you be flexible. And I just explained the rule of 72 to you, where you take 72 and divide it by a rate of increase in a market. So, the stock market, 20% of the time it goes, 80% of the time it goes. Okay, so if you have a buy and hold strategy, how much of the time can you expect to do well in the market? Everybody say 20%. Do you like 20%? No. Okay, this is what investing is. Investing is a repeatable system. It's flexibility. It's active money manager. It's a measure against profit. How well did I do? It's purpose-driven, it's simple, and it's reportable. Okay? At the end of every quarter or month, you're tracking your results. Okay, so how is it that I've been able to achieve the kinds of results that I have? And I did open a trade before I got here. I closed it Friday afternoon, and my trade was up 19.62%. Come on, you can do better than that. Yeah! Yeah! How did I do it? Thank you. You have three choices as you're looking at the market. You can be long the market in cash or short the market. Everybody get that? Okay? If the market is going sideways, what are you? You're in cash. Right. If you don't know what the market trend is, you're in cash. The day the market went down 770 points, do you think I was in the market that day? No, because I couldn't see a trend. It was a great opportunity, but I couldn't see a trend. So if you don't know what to do, cash is the best place to be. Long the market is a strategy I haven't been using this year. There have not been many times to be long. I have been short the market very often. What that symbol represents is, I don't want you to get this confused with mutual funds. This is a fund that mirrors the market in the reverse. So if the market is going down, this fund is making money profitably in the other direction. So with these huge slides that we've had in the market, can you see how something like that goes up? Yeah. Now, what's even more interesting is that you can use this same kind of vehicle and you can use leverage. So you can be 2 times long, 1.5 times long, 1 times long. You can be 1 time short or 2 times short. What does that mean? What that means is that if the market went down 50 points, you can actually be in a fund that goes inverse to a 100-point drop in the market. Okay? Using the RYIRX is how I made my profit. I was inverse in a leveraged fund. What I understood was that you had this rolling market that was going down. I watched the market go up on Monday First of all, it took a big dive last Friday. It went up on Monday. Usually what's been happening lately is when it bounces in both directions. So once I saw that 500-point for 300-point drop bounce up, it gave me an indication that this market would continue to go down. It went down on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It closed, the RYIRX closed at 50 at the end of the day on Friday, and that was a substantial increase in its value. A couple of weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, it was trading in the 35 range. So that's the kind of increase that that's had over that time. So these are your choices. So let's say in your IRA or RRSP that you have dollars invested. If you don't know what to do, when you see a rolling market, get into cash. That's your first safest place to be. On Sunday night, I'm going to give you a quick, I sit down, remember when you talked about think time? I sit down, I assess the market, I determine the direction, and I get ready to take action. It's a discipline that I have every Sunday night. That way, I can't avoid seeing what's going on. I want to show you a couple of other things up here too that are other kinds of ways to do what I'm doing and use some other things. On the long side up there, you've got the NASDAQ. You can use the QQQs. We talked about the SPYs before. That's the S&P 500. You can be in financials. So when you heard about bank stocks going down or bank stocks going up, if you look on the short side, there's a fund down there that has financials on the downside. You can be, someone else talked about the dollar. What do you think the $700 billion debt added to the dollar is going to do? You can have the dollar down here, okay? Gold is on that list. So you have opportunities as you see direction to choose something that's appropriate and something that you're personally watching. Because I do believe that you should determine a strategy or a particular point of view and stick with it. It's one reason why I trade the RYIRX so often. I'm real familiar with the charts. I can see, I have a good sense of what that teenager's doing. So, this is a good description of just to see the market in 1 week. On a Monday, it was down 504 points. On a Tuesday, it was actually up. On a Wednesday, it was down 449 points. On a Thursday, it was up 410, and a Friday, it was 368. Okay, what kind of strategy would you employ there? Okay? And this might look like a whole year, but in this particular instance, it was just a week. So you might be on the short side on Monday through Wednesday, which I was. Did I get Thursday? No. I got out at the end of the day of Wednesday because I liked that nice drop. So in between there, I made 13%. Because my evaluation was that it was a market that was going to continue to go down. I picked my position. You notice it's not 16 positions. It's not a whole bunch of stuff that you can't keep track of. It's one thing. So Thursday I wasn't in it, and what's interesting on the bottom is that if you did nothing for the whole week, you were down 33 points when you had this great opportunity in the middle. So what I'm offering, as there is an offer, I'm the author of a book called A Girl Needs Cash. I do have books in the back. It's a great read. It starts with 6 women naked in a hot tub talking about money. It's also very sophisticated. I really recommend it to anyone who's understanding its